Indian Scott digging through the past. Crazy tales they uncover fast. History stranger than you think. They'll also talk about wieners in a blink. They'll talk about wieners in a blink. Oddball history.
Boom, boom, boom.
How.
Welcome to today's Oddball History, where we're doing the Oddball Holiday Classic.
That's right. We're phoning it in.
We're phoning it in for the holidays. And we're going to do a little compilation episode with some of our favorite moments from our Oddball past.
From our nearly 90 episodes.
Yeah, almost there. Normally you celebrate 100, but hey, 89's good enough.
89's great.
That's
I
something to
think
celebrate.
89's cool.
Yeah,
If somebody hit 89 home runs, we'd all be like,
wow, that's a lot of home runs.
Wow.
Thank you. Yeah, that's
PEDs are back.
really puts it in perspective.
Yeah. Shohei might hit.
But before we get
89.
into it, I'm going to be headlining Tyler, Texas, the Rose City Comedy Club.
Great club.
December 19th and 20th, so that'll be this weekend. If you know anyone in Tyler, if you're in Tyler, come out. Have some
Or
fun.
even the outer lying areas. If you're in Lindale, if you're in Hideaway,
Lindale.
if you're in
Yeah.
Hideaway Lake, you're like 98 years old. That's mostly who. I don't know if it's that way anymore. My grandparents lived in Hideaway.
If you were a
It was
loved
mostly
one, have a 903 area code, come on out.
come on out.
Yeah. But and also Kane, friend of the pod, Funny
Yeah,
Kane.
shout out.
He's headlining the Addison Improv. If you want to support an up-and-coming local guy doing his first headlining set, January 11th, Kane will be headlining the Addison Improv.
Hell yeah, gonna be a good time.
So we kind of broke this up a little bit into animal sports and then some personal favorites.
That's right.
And so our first clip we're going to get into is from Jacques Ferron
A hilarious story.
from episode 52, Animals on Trial.
A man who's really, I think, would not like to know that his name's still out there.
That we brought up 4 or 5 times on this podcast, but
Yeah.
he fucked a donkey.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't do that.
He's like, I want like a little bell in your room in the afterlife rings every time someone mentions your name. And Jacques Ferron is like,
Every time that bell goes off, he's like, fuck.
he took the bell out years ago.
Yeah. You think it's about the cool table I made?
He's like, it's never about the table. It's
never about the
It
table.
hasn't once been about the table,
No.
and it was a sweet table. It had it could extend. It had a leaf. That's right, a leaf for holidays. Grandma and Grandpa are coming over. Hey, you don't need a new table. Not new table. Not Doc. Donkey fucker Ferron is making your table.
Boom.
He still refers to himself. He's like, that's just my nickname, though. I'm not going to dodge my nickname.
Jacques Donkey Funker Ferron. I said Funker. I like that more. That's how you can curse on TikTok and not get things demonetized. You Donkey Funker.
The underside of the table is a very sexual painting of a donkey.
All right, well, here's the clip. This one cracked me up. It's a donkey, a French man named Jacques Ferron in the year 1750. Jacques Ferron in 1750 was he f***ed a donkey.
Yep.
He was.
They know his name. I thought that was really funny. So many names are lost to time.
It's the joke of you build 1,000 bridges, you build 100 clocks, yet you f*** one goat.
That's
and you're
right.
the goat. A classic for a reason. Also suck one cock, but.
This guy, you think of the oceans of people who have lived and died and we never knew their names. And we have this guy's name because he a donkey and was
May my name
killed
be remembered
for
in history. In
He
300 years, may they do a podcast about me.
That's right. Oh my, and down in hell probably.
Yeah.
I imagine goat or donkey
Was frowned upon.
I imagine when they're making
Still
that
frowned
call
upon.
up at St. Peter's lectern or whatever. I gotta imagine
He's flipping through the book
fucking
going, checks out, went to church, decent dude. Oh, had kids, good dad. All right. Hey, whoa, what's that?
Whoa!
Whoa.
Wow!
Sir, page 72. Please look at that one with me.
You couldn't have given me a heads up on that? You didn't think I was gonna see it? You knew I was getting closer.
You just lead with that. I f***ed a donkey, but I'm a good guy. But so a common practice in this time was that if you got accused of buggery of an animal, they killed you and the animal.
Sure.
tainted meat. I don't know the reasoning
Sure.
behind it. But so they had this guy on trial. He was found guilty.
Yeah, he was like, they charged him with sleeping with the donkey, and he was like, hey, I never slept with that donkey. As a matter of fact, we were up all night. And then he went for a high five, and guess what? Nobody high-fived him. All the witnesses, they said they knew it was over right then.
I was waiting for a "we made love" joke there. Whoop, whoop. Scott zagging. We're having fun.
Kind of took that line from when Shawn Michaels was saying that he Sergeant Slaughter's wife on wrestling when I was a kid. They were very jokey, the D-Generation X.
Yeah.
They were full of zingers, old-timey vaudevillian type zingers.
But I got this part from Nicholas Humphrey wrote an essay called "Bugs and Beasts Before the Law." And he details this, where during the trial, the local priest came in and said that he had known the donkey for 4 years, and she had always shown herself to be virtuous and well-behaved, that she had never given occasion of scandal to anyone, and that therefore he was willing to bear witness that she is in word and deed and in all her habits of life a most honest creature.
Hell yeah.
So they let the donkey go free to live out their life.
I like to imagine the
Justice.
donkey and its attorneys doing one of those photos out front of the courthouse where they're holding their hands
It's like
in the air.
end of like Lincoln Lawyer. It's like, we did it.
Yeah,
We
this
did
is
it.
the funniest thing. Like, how beloved was this? Like, that's the funniest shit. Is everyone loved this donkey so much? Like, there were people who had been executed in this town whose loved ones were watching everyone go to bat for this donkey, and they're like, "What? You let my sister get murdered as a witch last week and didn't say shit?
You drowned Mary last week.
I gotta say, I like the donkey too.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying we should punish everyone, but we should let more people go. Okay.
I love that though. They're like, look, this isn't one of those whore donkeys. All right, this isn't one of those. You don't have to worry about how this donkey dresses. All right, modest. In a word, modest. And I'm the parish priest, but it was like a lot of people. It was like a bunch of the townspeople were signing this letter.
Imagine the scene from Rudy.
Yes,
Where
this is
everyone
for
in the
Rudy.
town comes in and puts their jersey on and be like, that donkey didn't want to have sex with that fella.
This is for Rebecca the
This is
donkey.
for Rebecca the donkey.
She's a good girl.
But so that's
That's what they were saying.
That's a happy story.
And
where,
also, I imagine
minus the donkey. That's a happy story.
minus the donkey.
Yeah.
Big caveat, but
Take that out of the story, which is the primary note of the story. It is a happy story.
yeah, that fair. It is kind of key to the whole. It does kind of put the wheels in motion of the story.
Yeah.
Not, I also was wondering. I bet when everyone started standing up and being like, "I love the donkey too," I bet there was like some people that tried to glom on to the popularity of the donkey and use it to improve their own social standing. Like guys were standing up and being like, "I too attest to that donkey's goodness," and people are like, "Oh, shut the up, Frank. You don't even know her." Should we do reactions from when they come back from the clip and we're like, "Wow, that was a great time."
What a clip. Jacques Ferron, we hardly knew you. Our next guy we're going to get into is Ken Allen.
Ken Allen, all-time first ballot Oddball Hall of Famer.
That's from episode 59, A Salute to Apes.
yeah.
And he was famous at the San Diego Zoo for escaping, the Harry Houdini, they called him.
Yeah, I learned about him from a joke from Grace and Frankie.
Yeah.
Look him up, and the real story is like just blew my mind. He would always escape. He would get out into the zoo and walk around and high five people and throw rocks at his nemesis.
Otis.
And
Fuck
then
Otis.
Once they finally did keep him in his cage, he would spend his time flipping children off.
Man's got to have a hobby.
He's just a fun dude.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And this one ends with a bad song, so enjoy.
Allen, a Sumatran orangutan,
Yeah.
born and raised at the San Diego Zoo, and he became locally famous for all his escapes.
Yeah, he lit like the Harry Houdini. First off,
Yeah,
solid
great name.
Yeah, good
Great
newspaper
name.
headline. Harry Houdini. Guess how they spell Harry? Am I right, gang? Huh? He's an ape.
As like
All
because
right,
of the
you guys
hair,
get it. Yeah,
because they're covered in hair.
they get it, Scott. Leave them alone.
I mean, I just thought
Yeah.
they might be thinking like, wait a minute, but Harry Houdini was just the man's name. Are you saying Harry Houdini was an ape? I'm lost already. I wanted to just clear it.
Are we apes? Are we greater apes?
This was orangutan.
Yeah.
Houdini.
Harry Houdini. He was Harry. And so when he was younger, he figured out how to like unscrew the screws of his cage.
Yeah.
And so he was always very polite. Mm-hmm. Like he undid his cage and then would play with his toys, and he got in trouble. And then he figured out how to unscrew his cage, play with his toys, and then before the people came back, he would then reassemble the cage.
Yeah.
And just be like, I don't know, what are you guys talking about?
Yeah.
huh?
He would go out and play and wander around the what's it called?
The zoo.
His
Enclosure.
his nursery. That's
yeah.
the word I was looking for. Nursery. Yeah. And so he's always been a Houdini.
Yes.
And actually his very life was the result of a narrow escape. He was being suffocated. He was being attacked by his mother.
Yeah. He was very sick.
As orangutans sometimes do, I guess. And a zookeeper and a security guard saved him, and that's why he's named Ken Allen. The one guy's name was Ken, and the other guy's name was Ben Allen.
Yeah.
So your name is Ken Allen.
I like it.
And he was a goddamn hero from day one, you know?
And then once he grew out of the nursery and went into the enclosure, he was able to escape that too pretty regularly.
Yeah, his first official escape was June 13th, 1985. He climbed the retaining wall of his enclosure and then just walked around the zoo for a while as if he were a
While
guest.
in business hours, there are people around yelling, "Hey, there's an orangutan! Is this is this an exhibit, or is this like a one we can play with?"
And you know Ken Allen's thinking like, all right, if I just play it cool, I bet nobody will even notice.
I think that's part of the reason why he got so famous was he was very calm and just literally cruised around looking at the other animals and was like nice to people and like didn't bother anybody.
Yeah, he would he would go and look at the other animals and have a great time pretty much, and then they would find him and lead him back to his cage. But his second escape,
well, so after the first escape, they were like, I think he needs some company. So they put him into an enclosure with other orangutans. But there were two males in it. The other one was named Otis, which Otis comes into the story again because he's his nemesis.
Yeah, see, I didn't have down on my timeline when they actually ran across each other first.
So, because the second escape is when he circles back.
Yes.
So there's multiple females and two males. So the males obviously fight, and then they have to take Ken Allen and remove him. But he always has a burning hatred in his heart for Otis.
Yeah, he hates Otis. So on his second escape,
he does the same thing where he just cruises around, checking out the elephants, having fun day at the zoo.
having a great time.
He's just having a beautiful stroll, you know, until he gets to the orangutan enclosure.
Yeah, and they find Ken Allen pelting his enemy Otis with rocks. The normally peaceful Ken Allen.
Yeah, once he saw Otis, he was like, man, fuck Otis.
Fuck this guy. I hate
my ladies.
Oh, man, I hate this guy.
Yeah. You think they could have divided him up a little bit? Like 2 ladies for Otis, 2 ladies for Ken?
You would think
Call it a
so.
day.
Yeah, it was weird the way they handled it because eventually, in among the escape attempts we're going to talk about, at a point they realized that Otis having the 3 female orangutans with him might have made Ken Allen jealous. So they put 4 female orangutans in with Ken Allen. And then rather than it making like Ken Allen stop escaping, 2 of the female orangutans then escaped.
He began teaching them.
Yeah.
And so then the next escape, and by this time, he's like, they think they're going to get in trouble because, you know, the zoo just has animals getting loose and people are going to get freaked out.
Yeah.
But everyone ends up loving Ken, and they like run newspaper articles. The San Diego Zoo's packed.
There's a fan club called the Orang Gang.
Again, names, hilarious.
So
We're
funny.
killing it, guys.
So good.
Yeah.
There's a song written about him, a folk song.
By like a professor locally. It's not very good. But
the guy sounded really hilarious because he was talking about how like the inspiration worked, and he was like, it took me like 10 minutes to write that song. Like that's how That's how touched I was
Yeah.
by Ken Allen.
It's a beautiful thing when the muses strike you. You're not in control of when that happens.
Exactly. In 1985, a friend of mine called and said, "Have you heard about Ken Allen?" I hadn't, Gersten says. She told him the story, and quote, "By the time she finished, the wheels were turning. I said to her, 'I've got to go now. Thanks for calling.' I sat down with the inspiration pumping and wrote most of the Ken Allen song in 10 minutes." Okay, and the Ken Allen, the lyrics of the Ken Allen song, I just I beg you to look them up. They're
We'll play the song here.
Ken Allen is one hunk of a man. He never speaks too much. He has big old hairy hands. He's got a lifetime sentence for some monkeying around. He said no bars could hold him. Now that boy is jungle bound. Oh, Ken Allen, bad Ken Allen.
they're
Seem like they were written in 10 minutes.
they seem like they were written in 10 minutes. I gotta say, it's not one of those which was like, wow, 10 minutes. It was like, wow, what did you do for the remaining 7 minutes that you
This
had
was clearly
after?
one take you ripped off.
Yeah. And it's like, does Ken Allen not deserve a rewrite, you know?
Yeah. Let's get the Smashing Pumpkins
coming
on
down
it.
really-
Come back together. For
Coming
this.
down really hard on this guy for,
Just random guy.
yeah.
But and then there was they're in an enclosure. Everything's good. He hasn't escaped in a while. And then there's a maintenance man that
It's like, I don't know nothing about nobody.
Don't mind little old me, Ken Allen. I ain't do nothing wrong. But then a maintenance guy leaves a crowbar in the enclosure.
Can't do that. That's like hanging a curveball to Barry Bonds.
Doink! It's going out. It's going out of the park.
Yeah. Hey, wait a minute. I thought you said the song was bad. I thought that could be fun to play after we hear the Ken Allen song.
Well, it's going to be in now.
It's so crazy. It is a crazy song.
So our next one is the Sumerian dog poem from episode 70, New Year's Through History.
Hell yeah.
This one's going to come up later, but we were talking about ancient Sumeria. And there's just a guy that wrote a poem to a dog from like 6,000 years ago.
Yeah, and if you're thinking it's like a tribute or it's like a diss song, it's like it can't be defined in either. It kind of gets at every part of his relationship with the dog, both the things he's happy with and the things
It's an honest retelling about a relationship with a dog.
Yeah.
Where it's like, he's a good boy and he's also a piece of shit. And
Yeah, he's like, I'm not going to sugarcoat this this poem about my dog.
I like petting him, but I think he'd let a family drown.
Yeah.
You know? That's a direct
That's
quote
just a
from
fact.
that's just what he said.
That's just a fact.
But enjoy.
There was a Sumerian guy that they found an old poem to a dog, which this just fascinated me that it was 6,000 years old.
Yeah.
Like, this is ancient human.
We've been palling around.
We've been palling around for a
forever.
long time.
Yeah.
And this is broken English, obviously. There's translation issues, and I've edited some of the things they had messed up. But he is a good seed of a dog, the offspring of a wolf. He has the stench of a mongoose, which an insult I think I'm going to be bringing back.
Yeah.
You have the stench of a mongoose, an unruly hyena cub, a fox with a covering like a crab's, a monkey not pleasing to its homeland.
Whoa. Damn.
That feels like a deep, deep insult.
I would never let someone tell me that I was like a monkey embarrassing to my homeland.
Where are these monkeys that everyone's proud of, you know?
Where are the monkeys that everyone's ashamed of? Who's like, we don't want to talk about that.
We don't,
please.
Yeah. Oh God, no. That's a monkey that displeases the homeland.
Yeah, please don't discuss our native monkeys. They're really a sore spot for us. They're really every one of them a disappointment.
Disappointment.
Each one more disappointing than the last.
But don't worry, this guy's poem about this dog's going to get better. It's judgment confused. His face is disfigured. His judgment is muddled. A smitten man who makes himself important. He is negligent, a cripple, the son of a hound. A madman, crazy, with an evil mouth and a forked tongue. He lies on the bank of a river, allowing a ship's crew to drown. He is a thief. breaking into houses, removing the door, and tearing out the door pivot. One who daily spreads evil talk among his clan. He never calms a heated quarrel.
All right. First of all, you're expecting a dog to save an entire crew of a ship.
They're not all assy.
He's not going to save all of them, so it would be not fair to try to save any of them. I'm with him lying on the beach watching that ship go down.
Yeah.
I think it shows sagaciousness. Sagacity, if you will. Whichever one is correct. That's the one I'm going with.
Yeah, the sheer sagacity.
Then was he talking shit about the dog for not being able to like calm disputes?
Yes.
Between.
I do love this where you find
asking
like,
a lot.
it's so rare to like, you find only so few, like writing doesn't get preserved.
It's not Andy Cohen. It's a dog, Yeah. It's not here to
professional dispute settler.
navigate your bad feelings, all right? It's a dog.
I love it's like 6,000 years ago. There's so few like writings available of day-to-day life. And you kind of get some important political documents and things.
Yeah.
But just to get a guy going, hey, yo, fuck that dog.
Hey, this dog, it was not that good of a dog.
This dog wasn't
It's
a good one.
important that this goes down for posterity.
Yeah, only 3% of our population's literate.
Yeah.
I got to get a chisel and a stone
About
tablet
to
out.
unload on this dog.
Just spend all day just chiseling. This
Just,
dog smells like a mongoose.
just ether. Yeah, he's like, I got to start now, or I'm gonna forget the mongoose line. I want to make sure that's in there. My dog would never stop 9/11. It's a weird thing to be mad.
Well, our besides Scott's dog not being a hero, our next clip, one of my personal favorites from episode 34, The Great Emu War. This has nothing to do with the Emu War.
Yeah,
It's Scott. We decided to film it during Game 5 of the ALCS.
a wild up and down series between the Rangers and their in-state rivals, the Houston Astros.
And this is not live.
Yeah,
We are filming. We could have stopped.
yeah, we could have just watched the game probably.
We could have done a different night.
But I'm following along on my phone. I think I have a stream going on my phone during this episode.
So we're doing the whole episode. Go to episode 34. It was an entertaining
and I
episode.
believe, I think it was an Altuve home run.
It was.
That got
you
us
do
that
say
game.
there's a spot where you go, fucking Altuve.
Because he does it. Dude, Altuve, he has that gene. He'll do it in the postseason. That little tiny man will fucking turn on a ball.
But stick around for the whole clip. Watch Scott be progressively more and more upset, coming to fruition where he calls us cunts.
Yeah, look. And
nerd. He called us cunts and then nerds.
Cunts and nerds. I was very upset. Look, sports, that's what they're there for. They're to fill you with rage.
Yes. Well, we chose to start recording in the top of the ninth of a playoff baseball game.
Fucking idiots.
Good decisions. Good decisions. We got it.
We were
Scores
available
here.
the whole day.
No one had anything going on.
We all said anytime. And you guys decided, you baseball fans
We
decided.
did, but
we're doing it
today,
A few moments later.
now. Done what they should have done.
oh no. Well, guys,
We fucking cursed them. We cursed them with our podcast.
A few moments later.
we let you hang on that one, Lawrence.
Oh, you
and
did,
I'm sorry. I'm
Now,
sorry
Scott
about
would
that.
have rode with me, but he's watching
He's
baseball.
watching baseball, right? This is
damn
hot
it.
pod.
God fucking damn it.
Did we lose 2 outs?
No, he hit it to the fucking warning track.
Oh, we got 2 guys on.
You know
though.
what's even worse? Medical City's where my grandma died, and that's in the background. That's
Where I was born.
Oh, well,
One in,
why not flip to it?
One in, one out.
A few moments later.
I feel like you guys are letting me just swing at air here real hard. You know what I mean?
Emus won.
I mean, Scott hasn't been here the whole podcast.
Scott's watched a baseball game.
I have insinuated that someone's got to go.
I've
Israel
been in and
Palestine.
out.
The Rangers lost, and so
Scott's gonna
just
be
like
sad.
Australia did against the
I'm
emus.
gonna take my hat off.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh, way to go, you
Let me
fucking piece of shit. What are you, a pitcher for the Rangers? Jesus Christ.
So, Scott, do you want to talk about the Rangers a little bit? It's
Not
hard.
really.
Tell us how you feel right now.
No, I don't really want to talk about it.
Scott,
They have a
this is
bad
the time.
bullpen.
This
We
is the
knew
time to
they
dig
had a
into
bad
it.
bullpen going into it. I don't really, what are you going to do? It wouldn't be Dallas sports if it wasn't emotionally devastating,
We do. I
feel like
it's what we do best.
This is like a mental health episode where Lawrence and I have to bound together to protect you from yourself.
And look
Oh,
what
I don't care that much.
It seems like you do, Scott. I've rarely seen you this bummed out in the moment. if I'm being honest,
You were
I'm really
visibly
high.
bummed.
Well, it was a fucking Jesus fuck. They just lost 2 minutes ago, you fucking cunts. Listen,
I don't care that much.
Why are you
yeah. Oh, there we go. There's Scott. There he is.
fucking nerds here. Fucking nerds. Not invested in the sports at all.
Yeah.
Like nerds.
They weren't in those
there's
D3
more to-
bullpens in the
there's-
trenches.
There's more to their lives than sports, and I resent it. No,
I was so
I
upset.
really don't care that much. I was fucking so goddamn prepared for, like, really, truly. I've watched this bullpen for a long time, and yeah, it sucks. The bullpen.
No, you're good. We
We're
believe
here
in
for
you,
you,
buddy.
Scott.
I
We're here for
fucking
you.
hate both.
You
of
want a
them.
hug? You want a hug?
fucking despise. Lawrence is over here saying sports ball shit. Jimmy's
sports
acting
ball
like
anything.
he's never watched a sport in his life.
I like sports.
I don't fucking care for it.
You know who's a dick is Jimmy. Whenever I walked in, Jimmy goes, "Oh man, Houston's got the bases loaded," and then the pitcher strikes everybody out. I was like, "Oh, he got him out with the bases loaded." And Jimmy goes, "There was only 2 on. Settle down." And I was like, "You're the one that said."
I got excited.
You're the one that said bases were loaded.
I was emotionally invested. It makes the story better. I was
Yeah,
excited and fabricated
you're a
some
fucking
details.
liar.
Scott, you got
That's
anything?
right.
You got anything coming up soon?
I'm sure I do, but not that off the top of my head, my man.
I don't like.
Thursday, November 2nd.
This is drunk dad Scott, and the Cowboys just lost.
Yeah,
He's like, why don't you go to your room?
No, you're reading too much into this. That had nothing to do with the Rangers. I
That
never
was the
know what I
rudest
had
thing.
coming up.
That was the rudest thing I've ever heard you say to
Y'all are
anybody.
projecting
Scott.
shit onto me.
We're not projecting. We're watching you behave.
Yeah.
in real time.
That was
Y'all are reading so much into everything I say. I
Jimmy,
hate it.
Jimmy,
Y'all are real pieces of
Lawrence.
shit.
hold my hand for a second. Hey,
What do you want?
I'm sorry, Scott talked to you like that.
No, it's okay.
I thought the
think-
softest this podcast could get would be y'all not liking sports, but then you touched hands.
I like sports.
Made it even softer.
I had a Rangers
Yeah.
hat
I'm
on.
starting to,
Don't
I'm
Amos
starting to
kill me.
doubt you. I'm starting to doubt you now. I thought you did before this
I got
podcast
that Rangers
started.
hat from a Rangers camp.
Yeah, likely story.
No, they came to the fire station. We filled up jugs to hold down their batting
right.
cage thing.
We know you bought it for a scene in improv or something.
Because Jimmy just wants to dance. He told us that. Like,
just wanna
it turns out Jimmy just wants to dance.
I just want to. I'm a showman,
he just wants to do
and I
theater.
do shows. So here you go.
Sorry I called you guys cunts then.
Thank you so much for apologizing.
And nerds.
And I will.
I'll text Lawrence.
I'll text Lawrence. Yeah, you'll see a couple of these. This one, I think this might be the only one. But Lawrence, the old co-host, local comedian, very funny.
Yeah, shout
Check
out
him out.
Lawrence Rosales.
So our next clip we're going to do, again, another one of my favorites. These are all my favorites.
They're so good, all of them.
It's about Gary Suitor getting cut by the Cleveland Cavaliers, episode 48, all about Gary Suitor.
Great, Gary Suitor, maybe my favorite character we've
Just
ever
a
covered here.
6'10" country bumpkin.
/ sociopath, like
Yep.
pathological liar type guy.
And you're going to hear about him getting cut and running up a few grand worth of long-distance phone calls,
yeah.
robbing a Goodyear and a funeral home.
Having a prostitute pose as his wife in order to scam his coach out of like $400.
Just good, clean fun. Enjoy. Let's
So
go.
directly after he is, because I believe this is the events. I think with this book I found, I kind of pieced together a little timeline of what happened when Gary Suitor was cut. So Gary Suitor gets cut Not long after that, he gets cut. For the record, the final straw wasn't actually the not being dressed for the final straw was actually he was going through Larry Miken's bag, and then when he got caught and cut for it, he legitimately didn't understand why everyone was so mad at him for going through rifling through his teammates'
apparently
bag.
He was like cut a few times from the team for behavior stuff, but he would just keep showing up. And very Bad News Bears style, they were just like, all right, Gary.
So Bill Fitch says of his release, he said, this should not have surprised me. I mean, here was someone who would wait for guys to leave a restaurant and then pick up the tips they put down. Here is someone who once went over to the Goodyear tire store and ran up $700 in long-distance phone calls on one of their phones. Larry caught him going through his luggage, and that was it. Suitor couldn't understand why I cut him. But so he's cut, is the point. He's very cut. You're fucking out of here. And he's cut. It's done. Bill Fitch is walking through the Cavaliers' offices a little while later, and he sees a 6'9" fella standing there. Oh, shit, it's Gary Suitor. He's on the phone. So Bill Fitch, for obvious reasons at this point, is like, hey, that better not be a long-distance phone call. Gary Suitor assures him it is not a long-distance phone call. Minutes later, I'm quoting again from the book, later, one of the league's general manager calls. Where's Gary Suitor? I just talked to him, the GM said. Fitch was furious. Quote, I physically threw him down the stairs and out into the street. So that was actually his end with the Cavaliers. He says, don't worry, it's not long distance. Call back. Oh, it's GM
clearly a long distance.
For, Oakland or for Golden State or somebody. So
Gary was an NBA player. They didn't make a ton of money back then, but he had a job that paid him money, but he had so many gambling debts and such a pool hustler so I think that coach quoted Goodyear as what. Yeah. So what the story I had read was that it was a funeral home.
Well, this is literally after he got thrown out. He went across the street.
So this was what I heard of that story was that it was a funeral home. And so, he went to a business and lied to the guy and said he was looking for a casket or looking for a car thing. I'm going with the funeral home story. It could have been a good year.
No, this one has both. This is just a thing Bill Fitch was referencing, he did that at a Goodyear store.
It was such a common occurrence because the number I got was also 700. So I guess he did this multiple times where he's told the guy he was looking for a casket, and then he went to the room and he asked him, hey, can I be alone with the casket and call some family just to make sure that this feels right?
Make arrangements.
And so then he locks himself into the room and then proceeds to use this business's phone to call all of the NBA teams asking for a job.
Call every general manager.
So he spent an hour and a half in there barricaded in calling people, and they finally kick him out. And then the funeral home actually went to the Cavaliers front office and was like, this guy just spent $700-800 in long distance calls. He lied to me and then used my phone for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And they're like, y'all need to cover that.
Yeah. They're like, yeah, that's our guy. Yeah, we know exactly.
We're not asking any follow-up questions that sounds like Gary.
Yep, that's our guy.
But so his final move to get a little bit of money out of the Cleveland Cavaliers was he was like, you got to pay for a plane ticket for me to get out of here. And then Gary was like, you also need to buy a plane ticket for my wife to leave town.
Yeah.
And the entire organization went, Gary, you've never had a wife. You've never had a girlfriend. There's not a lady you live with. And he was like, bullshit. And so he goes to
I'll show you.
He goes to their red light district or their street with prostitutes, finds a lady, goes, you want to make $50? And then they said they bring her in, and she is just a short, fat lady that's clearly a prostitute, looks awful. Yeah. And he goes, this is my wife.
Yeah, I have a quote from Lessig on that, too. It was obvious that she was not his wife, said Lessig. Bill asked to see her driver's license. She did not have one. Bill decided that Suitor was probably paying this woman by the hour. He told him to come back the next day. He did this about 3 times, figuring that any money Suitor had was going to go to her. Bill finally paid him, just because of perseverance and ingenuity. Bill paid him.
He got that $400.
Got that $400 for this days-long ruse.
Wow, that Gary Suitor really is a character, huh?
He's a cut-up. He was a card. Now that's a man who I could see being murdered in the New Mexico desert.
Watch the full episode.
Go on the full episode.
Guess how it ends,
What
everybody.
that's a reference to. I just said the whole thing. Like, it's not really,
Actually, don't. You kind of got it.
You kind of got it.
Yeah, you got it.
You could probably.
All these episodes could be 20 minutes.
That's all we know about it too.
Yeah.
It's not like we have like there's a story to it.
guy
It's
didn't
just
tell
he
on himself.
owed someone money and like he always did.
But our next clip is from episode 76
Sunrise, sunset.
about Rube Waddell. And this is a Topsy Hartzell retelling about a night out with Rube Waddell.
Which sounds like just a trying time.
Famous,
You ever-
dumb. Was he a redneck? How would you describe him?
Yeah, he was a kind of a redneck. He was
Yeah.
like a farm boy. He had farm strength.
His name wasn't Rube, but instantaneously everyone was like, this guy's a Rube.
Yep.
That was it. That was the
If
birth
you're-
of the nickname.
If you came to like a major league camp straight from like a farming area, you were Rube. And if you came and you were deaf, they're like, your name's Dummy.
Dummy Hoyt.
And if you were from, if you were Irish, guess what your nickname was?
Mick.
Mick something.
Mick something.
It was all, yeah.
Yeah.
Topsy Hartzell, all right?
Okay.
In the Chattanooga News, he gave an account of a 1905 night out with Rube that kind of goes back to the drinking. There's not really any specific drinking in it, but you get the sense that Rube was
There was some
shithoused
drinking
for all
going
of
on.
this. It was kind of the source of a lot of this. But okay, in 1911, this particular evening, Rube approached me and explained we could have the time of our lives if we so inclined. First of all, said he, we would go to supper. We did, but supper was interrupted to some extent because Mr. Waddell, happening to meet a man in the dining room he did not like, smote him over the bean with a whitefish. He hit the guy.
He's
in the
doing
head
Three
with a
Stooges
whitefish.
stuff.
And also, that's the funniest way anyone
Has ever been accosted.
described. let's get Topsy Hartzell fucking righty. What a wordsmith. So after dude,
I hope my bean never gets smote by a whitefish.
God, don't we all?
You'd rue the day.
You would rue the fucking day. So they leave. They're like, this place sucks. It's full of people who you have to hit with whitefish. Let's go to the Playhouse, Rube says. They love me down there from my acting. And so they go, and they do love him at the Playhouse. It's very fun. They get to go backstage, and the guy's like, this is awesome. It's like a romantic Western is going on stage while they're dicking around backstage, shaking hands and stuff. At the emotional climax of the play, it's very silent in the Playhouse. It's just the hero and heroine on stage. They're looking deeply into each other's eyes. And then Rube backstage shoots a stage gun, ruins the play, ruins the moment. They get him and Topsy get thrown out on their asses into the alley behind the Playhouse. And then I love his response to this. Rube says to Topsy, "They are not gentlemen in there." Let's go to the theater where Howard Hall is playing. He's a pal of mine. So they go to the show. Howard Hall's The Man Who Dared, which uses a bunch of live lions.
Yeah.
And Rube, of course, is dicking around with the lions. He pulls one's tail. It bites him, lifts him up by the arm, and drops him. In doing so, leaving a huge gash in his arm and tearing off his shirt sleeve. And for fucking with the lions, they throw them out on their asses into the alley once again. And then Rube says, Rube knows Connie Mack is going to be pissed. He is not going to be happy that his star pitcher got bit by a lion this evening in drunken hijinks. So he says, tells Topsy, don't forget now, we had a row with a couple of guys that said Connie Mack was a no good son of a hyena. And one of them slashed me with a knife when I defended Connie's reputation. You got a black eye. That makes the play a deal stronger. Maybe we can touch him for $20 each if we tell it good.
It's like, not only am I not going to get in trouble, we're defending his honor. I'm getting brownie points.
The audacity.
If we really sell this, I think we can both come out on top.
I think he might just give us money.
Just give us cash.
I think we could parlay this getting bit by a lion and our asses kicked by a bunch of stagehands into some cold hard cash.
That was like a standard night out with Rube Waddell.
Yep. And Topsy ended it by saying he never went out with Rube Waddell again.
Don't you hate when you get bit by a lion on a night out?
I do.
Come on.
And I hate when people make you hit them with whitefish.
I smote him in the bean with a whitefish.
I hate that. I bet he said that to him too. He said, "Look what you made me do."
And our next clip, continuing with the sports, is from episode 84, the Georgia Tech beating Cumberland 222-0. And about the many injuries that were caused by this game.
Yeah, you can imagine. I mean, two schools play, and one school has a really good football team, and the other school does not have a football team.
A tale as old as time, really.
Yeah, the same thing's going to happen. You could do it now, and it's going to be a hilarious laundry list of injuries, which it makes me think we should do that. Teams are skipping bowl games. Why not schedule your own bowl game?
Yeah, Alabama's playing a school for the blind.
This is the Spite Bowl.
I like the Spite Bowl.
The Spite Bowl presented by Dick's Sporting Goods.
Or it'd be, what's the chiropractic place? Roy Woods? Not Roy Woods. Roy Woodson.
Oh,
Charles Woodson.
Charles Woodson.
That was stupid.
Roy Williams. Well, it's just a Cowboy safety mix-up.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember Roy Williams getting burned on those passes to, was it Santana Moss?
Well, that was when he was clearly an outside linebacker that they had play safety.
Yeah.
And then they were like, hey, you got to cover people now. And he was like, what?
He's like, oh, I hate that. I just want to hit guys. Can I just hit people and not cover people?
Like, we only had one good play on defense. Cumberland losing 222-0. They had one shining moment where Vicky Woods climbed the ladder on an extra point, blocked it with his face.
Yes.
And suffered a gruesome facial injury.
And, there's no way that kicker wasn't aiming for his face, right? They, get this guy up, right in your... And
It's like Brandon Aubrey waiting, just, let him get to the top before I kick.
Yeah. Oh, this is going to be a lot of fun.
I'm kicking this guy.
I would love to ask him about this. But the kicker had to be, he already had 18 extra points. He already had an unbreakable record on the day. He's like, you know what? I have 18 extra points. How many chances do I get to just drill a guy right in the face? Face masks are going to come along pretty soon. I might be one of the last kickers who ever gets to do this.
Yeah, this is the last opportunity.
I have to give Vichy Woods a gruesome facial injury, or Vicky Woods. I don't know how it's pronounced. It could have been either. Yeah, we'll never know. Lost to time. These guys are dust in the wind. Oh, and their quarterback was carted off with concussions 3 times, Cumberland.
This was before the concussion protocol.
There was no tent. There was no tent. They carted him off, and then we're just like, all right, get back
up. And then they woke him up. They're like, hey, you're the only guy that can play quarterback.
Oh, you're awake. Cool. That means you're cleared.
Get back in the football game. What are you doing?
Go ahead. All right.
What are you, some kind of commie? Get back in that football game.
All right. Now we're only down 179. Get back in there. Give them hell.
This next one's about Roy Sullivan, and he got struck by lightning a lot.
Yeah. Made a career out of it.
Made a career out of it.
Hilarious.
Also fought a bear. So, pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, enjoy. Maybe my favorite's Roy Sullivan.
Roy Sullivan, yeah, dude, that was that was an adventure to read about.
He's a park ranger.
Shenandoah National Park in Virginia.
Yep. And he's been struck by lightning 7 times.
Yep. Between 1942 and 1977, he was struck by lightning 7 times. He claimed to have been struck by lightning a time before all the times in the national park too.
Yeah.
When he was a kid. But at least 7 are on the record. 7 are on the record. His boss wrote them down.
Which at a certain point in time, you got to be like, God's attempting to smite me, correct?
He definitely is. And he came to believe that after, I think, the 5th, might have been the 4th. I can't remember which exact number it was. But it all, the odds of this happening are 22 septillion to 1. I wrote that down. First time it happened in 1942 is a crazy story.
Yeah.
He's in a lookout tower, a fire lookout tower in Shenandoah National Park, and it gets hit by lightning and bursts into flames. He crawls from the burning tower as it's collapsing and gets struck by lightning.
Never good.
Never good. You escape a fire and get struck by lightning.
And then one of the times he got struck by lightning was I can't say Decapitated.
Decapitated?
Incapacitated.
Decapitated. Incapacitated.
He was not decapitated.
One of those words.
Yeah, incapacitated. And a bear was there, and he had to beat it off with a stick.
That's right.
And he said in his life he had hit 22 bears with sticks.
So
this
also a
guy
record.
loved keeping records.
He did.
You know?
He knew himself by the numbers very well.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, that's the 22nd time I've done that, which is an insane thing to say.
His belt has many notches that are organized in a way that only he understands.
Yeah. Another thing I loved about Roy Sullivan was, see if you notice a trend here. Okay. In the second time he gets struck, July 1969, he's in his truck and somehow he still gets hit by lightning. Usually people don't get hit by lightning in cars because they act as a Faraday cage. Read about that yesterday. But it sounds so smart to reference.
Oh, yeah.
But so he gets struck by lightning and it sets his hair on fire and knocks him out. All right. The third time he's in his front yard. The fourth time he's in his ranger station, strikes him in there. His hair catches on fire, and then he comes to believe after this one, the fourth one, that a force is after him. That was in the spring of 72. August of 73, he outruns a storm to the point that he thinks he's safe, gets out of his truck, struck by lightning. It sets his hair on fire. He crawls to his truck where he keeps a bottle of water because his hair is constantly being set on fire by the lightning strikes. June of 1976, he injured his ankle and his hair was set on fire. And the seventh and final time he was fishing. This is the time where he encountered the bear. His hair was on fire while he fought the bear off with the stick, it turns out.
Yeah.
Which is the amount of...
This guy's just Ghost Rider at this point.
Yeah. This guy's hair bursts into flames.
Yeah, quite regular. I'm shocked he's not just bald.
That's
just walking around looking like Deadpool.
Yeah. And I love the detail of, like, I had to start keeping a jug of water in the truck because
how often I burst into flames.
I stick around a little while. You'll see why. You'll see why I have that jug of water back there.
But I think he is the unluckiest of our group just for the mathematical impossibility. Mm-hmm. Add in the 22 bears hit with sticks.
Yeah.
Grand champion, Roy Sullivan's the winner.
Yes, I tend to agree. Also, really funny that, what's it called? His story is that, like, he was fishing when he was struck and he, like, caught a fish. So that was why the bear was trying to steal the fish from his line. So in the chaos of trying to put his hair... his flaming hair out,
fighting a bear, and not just let the bear have the fish.
No, that's my fish too.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get struck by lightning and bring home no fish.
That's my god,
like some kind of bitch.
Yeah, that's my goddamn fish.
But that's Roy Sullivan, our winner.
Yep.
And our last clip of the day is going to be about Akitu. Also from episode 64, New Year's Through History.
It's almost Akitu time.
It's almost Akitu time, everybody. This is the Sumerian New Year's celebration. The god Marduk shows up. Any Marduk fans out there? All the Mardukis out there in the world?
Yeah.
And it's good, clean fun. A naked guy gets yelled at. It's fun.
We're worshiping Marduk again, folks. We're bringing
false idols, baby. We're here for it. But now we're going to start with New Year's traditions by one of the first ones in recorded history.
Akitu.
Akitu.
It sounds like a blast.
Yeah, it was a 12-day festival celebrating Marduk, the sun god of their time.
Nissan the 4th. Yeah, it's the time of the celebration of the sowing of barley, and they commemorate the victory of Marduk over Tiamat, the sea goddess.
Yeah. She wrestled the calmness of life from the chaos.
Yeah.
And then made it happen for us people, you know.
And so they have an 11-day festival honoring Marduk and all that he's done for us.
I appreciate the old-timey god thing of where they, they got their hands dirtier.
Yeah, they got into more scrapes.
Yeah,
Their lack of omnipotence made their stories more fun.
yeah, more relatable in a way.
Our God, like Judeo-Christian God, never gets thrown in prison in the mountains, which Marduk did. Marduk had to get broken out by all the other gods.
Hell yeah.
No jailbreaks in our
No, not a one.
stories.
I think there's some angels and demons things going on in the Catholic side, but
Yeah,
you know.
but we need prisons. We need mountain.
God
that
prisons.
sounds like a Bond movie. He's
Yeah.
locked up in the prison in the mountains.
Well, how
and
many video games have just been like God of War and Viking shit? Just because we're like old. These were old people's religions, and we're like pretty sweet though.
Yeah, we're rediscovering. I'm going,
Pretty cool.
Fucking metal.
I wonder if in like 2,000 years they'll have like Christian and Muslim stuff, and they'll be like superheroes. They'll just like find these old books and be like, "This is kind of wild."
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's where pacifism comes and bites you in the ass.
Yeah.
It makes the future video game they'll make about the religion they based on your life very not
Yeah,
entertaining.
it's more like Sim City. In a
Yeah,
way.
it's a sim. Yeah, it's just a
Sim. But so yeah, it was about the barley crops. First regularly occurring festival because it happened every year around the same time, and they had it was Festivus. It had airing of grievances, feats of strength, and mock battles.
yeah.
They were just doing it, you know.
Yeah, it sounds like a blast, honestly. On the first day, the priest of Esagila, or Marduk's house, would recite sad prayers with the other priests, and the people would answer with equally sad prayers, which expressed humanity's fear of the unknown.
Yeah,
Oh, like a good time. And that's just day one.
that's just how you get the party
That's
started.
just day 1 of 11. Day 2 is a day of prayers, and the high priest would bathe in the Euphrates. Day 3, I won't go through all the days because
Yeah.
some of them don't seem that fun. But on day 3, craftsmen would make 2 puppets made of wood, gold, and precious jewels, and then dress them in red, and then set them aside for day 6.
That was my favorite one of them. Is that
They're like, well, that's enough for today, honestly.
What was everybody else doing on day 3?
We're not.
This seems like 6 guys were at work on day 3.
Yeah.
And then they made
Not
a big
a lot of
show of
people
like,
are-
and then we put them to the side of the hut.
Yeah, I wonder if everyone was like, we don't really celebrate day 3. That's just for the dull guys.
That's the day of rest for everyone else. We're out partying, you know.
Yeah.
But my favorite part of the whole thing is
day 5, right?
the humbling of the king.
Yes, the party. There's a giant party at the river, and it includes the humbling of
Yeah,
the king.
party at the moon tower. And for the king to stay in power, he had to recommit himself to humility and like doing his job for the people. And so they stripped him down naked, and then he had to go in front of like the priest or something.
Yeah,
and
the
then-
priest would.
And they would slap him.
Yeah, the priest would smack him around.
So the king would have to get naked and get slapped around by priests. And if he cried, they allowed him to be king again.
Yeah, and it was a good omen.
Yeah.
It was like, I guess the groundhog seeing its shadow.
Yeah.
I was like,
The king cried after they all smacked him around naked again.
that's a lot of pressure too on the priest.
You think he's
to
like,
slap the king good?
oh yeah. You think the king's chubbing up before this, or is this the exercise in humility that he goes up just?
Oh yeah, you
You
think
know?
like he's putting himself on the verge of tears, like watching a bunch of This Is Us, and then he walks out there, and so the first slap he just starts bawling because
I
he's
like
thinking
that-
about
I like that you took the emotional route, and by chub up, I did mean his wiener.
Oh, you mean like actually literally chub up his dong?
Because he's got to be naked in front of people.
Because he's got to be. I wasn't even thinking about that part. He
All right.
definitely would do that.
Oh, not wiener thinking Scott
He
over
would
here.
definitely do that.
That's why I'm here.
He's double screening it. He's got This Is Us on one, and the Pamela Anderson movie Barbed Wire on the other. That way he's prepared.
Sexiest movie ever
He's
made.
chubbed up and ready to cry, ready to get slapped around by the priest.
Just like prom night, baby.
I can't imagine how fun this would be to watch. Watch the king get the shit slapped.
I was laughing. I want this to be like in modern usage.
Yes, bring it back.
Bring it back. Hey, Allie.
it
This
back.
is my
Hi,
dog,
Allie.
Allie. She's sweet and she's not barking.
The
so
brains behind the operation
yeah,
here.
she's very cute.
She does not care for me a lot of the time.
No, just
I
when you
show
first
up.
get there.
Yeah, just when you first get, and then she's like, all
She
right,
warms
you're
up.
okay.
But I want like the State of the Union for America to have an element of this.
Yeah.
Like the president every year has to like pull his dick out in front of the Abraham Lincoln Monument and then just tell us what he's going to do
And
better.
do a little dance while doing a little dance, like a little jig. He
down,
has to promise to be good to us while dancing a naked jig.
Tell us what you've
with his
done,
cock out.
how it went, what you plan on doing in the future.
Yeah.
Now put your penis away. All right, you can be president again.
All right.
You've passed the
back
test.
to business. Good job. Pathetic, by the way. What you got, that worm between your thighs?
Yeah.
Get back to work.
Get back
See,
to-
we got to shift the power dynamic again.
Yeah.
You know what it is they took Marduk out of the schools. That's where all these problems come from.
Yeah, we need more sun god with our children, okay?
Yeah. I would be okay even if we did it more like Akitu and the president was just roughed up by whoever was WWE champion at the time.
like how all the champions, like the Super Bowl champions, go visit the White House.
Yeah, that's the guy who
The WWE champion goes to the White House.
you'd get presidents trying to influence the WWE championship.
Hey, how about one of the
why did Joe Biden just do a run-in at Survivor Series? Yeah. He's like he wanted the little guy to. He didn't want to take that whooping from Brock Lesnar. You know, he was gonna.
a pretty lady's gonna win a
Yeah.
lot more often. You know,
Yeah.
That's hilarious. But then our next one.
Wait. Let me round out the
end of-
So after the king slapping, day 6, they burned the dolls.
The puppets come back out.
They burned the puppets and have mock battles, and this is to signify the chaos that would ensue if Marduk wasn't around. Day 7, Marduk leaves the party to fight the goddess Tiamat in tradition. Day 10, he returns to the party and starts celebrating with all the people. Day 11, humanity renews their covenant with Marduk, and Marduk goes home. And that is Akitu. It's a good time.
All right, and thus concludes the Oddball History Classic.
Hell yeah.
Oddball History Holiday Classic, everybody.
I thought it was fantastic.
Wow.
Good time to stroll down memory lane.
Yeah.
And remember Akitu and those other things.
Yeah, that's nice. and those the other ones. The things I didn't just say.
There's a C Lab where they worship Marduk for a while,
Really?
I think. Yeah.
That's funny. All right, we'll look it up.
Yeah.
But until next time, au revoir.
Au revoir. Au revoir. Au revoir. Oh la la.
Jimmy and Scott digging through the past. Crazy tales they uncover fast. History's stranger than you think. They'll also talk about wieners in a blink. They'll talk about wieners in a blink. Oddball history.